Alright, hi guys. This is the drawing from, the previous drawing that I was working on, but I've worked on the background a little bit, added the shading where I was talking about putting it, and have started with some base colors. So first I gotta finish the base colors, and then I'm going to start some shading. So first we're just getting the flats down. The pink is not there to stay. Don't be disappointed. I've decided that I'm probably either gonna have the shirt red or gray. Hello! Hello! I'm either gonna have the shirt red or gray. I'm gonna try red first. I just think it would look better, especially since, if I do the phone in red, then I can have, the shirt in gray, and if I have the shirt in red, I can have the phone in gray, and the, gray color is a slightly bluish shade, so I think that'll stand out pretty well. So that's what I'm gonna try. I love the cat in the box emote. I think it's lovely. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do, and if I knock my camera over, I apologize. It's not in ideal position, but hopefully this way when I lean in to draw, you can still see. I bet if I lean in enough, my ears will come out of the screen. There we go. Yeah. Is there another cat in box emote? Or oh, it's perfect. Lovely. Lovely little creature. Staring. Looking. Okay. Well, I'm gonna get the rest of the flats down. So right now I've just got the shoes. I've got the pants. And I colored the pants in the most horrific way possible. Don't question it too much. That's like really bad, but it's fine. And okay, I'm going to turn off the shading layer for now, as long as I remember to turn it back on. So this is just to, like, I don't know, it textures it and sets the background a lot better, because that's where I wanted a shadow. Okay, I think I'm going to do the shirt next. Yay! Gonna try red first. That is not very red. I clicked the wrong color. Yes, there is cat that is presently staring at you, and cat that is barely looking. A cat that is being friendly versus a cat that is stalking. I'm doing quite well. How are you? I had a week already, but it's been good. Mostly, it's been quite good. There have been a lot of birthdays in the family, so that's always fun. Yeah. I don't like the color that I set this to. Yeah. Okay. Alright, I'm going to do this first. I bumped my camera already. 3 minutes in and I've already knocked over the camera. Whee! Goodbye, camera. I also became nocturnal. I've been trying so hard not to. And it just happened. It's like suddenly I'm staying up way too late, and then I can't wake up. What is happening? And the weather's been so weird too. It's just like the natural course of action was to become nocturnal. Oh my gosh. I'm struggling. Alright, we're gonna try this again. Why is this happening to me? That's why that's happening to me. My camera setup is nightmarish. Yes, it's definitely a side effect. It's like time to actually be cat. Why isn't this moving? What? Oh, that's why. Oh my goodness. Definitely a side effect. It's like time to be nocturnal. It was the only option. Sorry, I'm like trying to... Oh, why is nothing working? Nothing's working. Alright, my computer's really mad because when my phone fell, it knocked over like it pressed a bunch of buttons on the screen. Which is, it's not ideal. It's okay. It's okay. No, you know what? I'll fix that later. Everything's getting colored. Yay. Alright, time to fix all the things that have color that definitely shouldn't. Yay, no! Okay. That's a lot better. Now this will be covering up anyway, so it'll be okay the way it is. Yeah, the side effects include, of course, being cat and probably some shedding, being nocturnal, tragic side effects. Side effects also include being adorable. Yes. Alright. Technically that's the shirt. I'm gonna... What am I gonna do now? I guess the phone's next. Yeah. I should probably alpha lock as I go so that I don't accidentally draw on the wrong layer, which would be really annoying. If I color on the wrong layer, that's one thing, but if I draw outside of the lines on the wrong layer, that's really annoying to fix. I would rather just not have to. Okay. Yay. No. Okay. Now all of this is about to be colored properly soon. Very soon. And there's a little spot right here that needs to be a different color. No way. So sad. It's better. Oh, alpha lock. Oh, I un-alpha locked it. I'm silly. wonder if I should just do the hands here, if I should just get everything. Also, the bright pink's there so I don't leave any gaps in the coloring. To knock things off of tables and counters, absolutely. Love knocking things over. I'm gonna knock something over right now. Yeah. That's of course, that's another side effect. You just things end up on the ground. A taste for fish, I don't know if that's a side effect or if that's just the way that it is. I don't know, I guess the way that we can check is, what do you think? What are your opinions on fish-shaped foods? Foods made out of fish? Fish? Yeah, I knocked some pens off the table. Does that count? I've also knocked my camera over, but that's not intentional. I think fish-shaped foods are top tier, and foods made out of fish are top tier, but there's something terrible that my cat likes. He just eats fish food. I think that's kind of wrong, but you know, more power to him. It's just terrible. He sees the fish food and he goes, oh, this looks like a snack. Yeah, fish-shaped food is really good though. Fish-shaped buns. Delicious. Exactly as the world was meant to be, with delicious foods. Alright, I am going to try to get the hands. I foresee lots of sadness in my future. I see a spot where the line is overlapping, and that's gonna bother me. I guess I can just... Okay. No! That's a little better. And I've got a multiply layer with the blur filter in red because I like how it makes the lines look, but I think I'll turn it off for now to make coloring a little easier, and then I'll come back and add it. Let's go, hands! We can do this. Hands, I believe in you. Alright. 2 fingers down. 8 more to go. Hello. Hello. My catfishing me. I guess if he's eating fish food, he might actually be a fish. You're right. Yes, fish-shaped buns, goldfish, Swedish fish, delicious. But you know what? This is the right time for this conversation. Fighting a fish for a dead leaf. And somehow I have a hunch I know what this means. We also have an aquarium with, you know, aquatic plants, and the fish like to get into basically anything that they're not supposed to. Yeah, fish is definitely the topic for tonight. I mean, we were talking about fish in regards to food, but also some fish are friends, not food. So I respect that. Yeah, I have a hunch an aquarium fish was trying to eat something that was not good for it. Because that's what they do. They're so cute though. A lot of trouble, but worth it. Yeah, maybe my cat's a fish, because he sees fish food and he's like, oh ho ho. Some fish are foes, that is also correct. However, I think the fish that are foes the most are like jellyfish, and they're not even fish. So that's what I thought. Oh my goodness. They're just like, they have no manners. They have no manners. The little gluts, they try to eat everything they're not supposed to. you'll give them food and they're like, time to eat that, and then if you accidentally drop the food, they're like, time to eat so much I get sick, and that's just bad. Or sorry, I've got a problem with a window popping up at the bottom, and so I can't draw where the hands are. Okay, there we go. Or one of the aquatic plants will start dying, and they'll be like, free real estate, except they eat it. And that's not right. You're gonna get sick. Yeah, they are troublesome little creatures. I'd say aquarium fish are not foes, they're just silly. Sometimes they're foes to themselves because they eat weird things, and sometimes they're foes to each other, but they aren't foes to you. I mean, unless you have really dangerous fish, in which case you signed up for it. They probably are your foes, though. I said that, now I can't help but picture a piranha tank. And I'm sure there are plenty of people that have them, but couldn't be me. That sounds miserable. Alright, one hand. This is so sad. I promise I'll get the other hand. Here we go, hand. Yay! I had fish for dinner, not aquarium fish. Aquarium fish are not for eating. I assume some people keep edible fish as aquarium fish, and honestly that'd be pretty cool. But no. I just have a bunch of tiny fish. We've got some tetras. They're like 5 years old, living their best lives. And platies, they're cute. We had mollies a couple years ago. They were also really cute. Hello, cat boys. Piranhas are definitely fish foes. Yeah, we keep freshwater fish, so I don't know much about saltwater fish except for actually fishing, so I'm probably not very educated on the topic, although I'm sure a lot of people keep edible saltwater fish as aquarium fish, and I mean that'd be kind of cool. They probably also keep dangerous saltwater fish. Yeah, we have elderly tetras. They are so old. They are living their best lives. I believe in them. Okay, the second hand was actually a lot less painful to draw. I need to fix the line on the hand though. I see another one that's out of place. There we go. I just want it to look nice. Please, that's all I ask. So you don't look gross. Wow. Ah. Please, it's a simple request. Not looking disgusting. Okay, it seems that like most of the stuff I think is gross is not on that layer. Here we go. Not on this layer either. We'll figure it out. What layer is it? Okay. It's a little better. It's just a tiny bit better. Yay. Now I'm gonna go back to the coloring layer. Okay. It's gonna look a lot better. That looks much better. Okay. My bear listeners, did you have so you kept them before? Have you ever had... Yeah, exactly. Cannibalism. That's, our platies, at one point, we had over 30 of them, and so we called up a local pet store because it was ridiculous. Yeah, no, you're not lying, that's completely true. It was really bad. They're just so... That goes back to me saying that they're greedy gluts. They're like, oh, time to eat. Please don't eat that. That's your child. Please don't eat that one. That's your cousin. They are scary. It's fine. It's fine. I'm only a tiny bit scarred. Fish retirement home with free snacks. Okay. Okay, that was a terrible, terrible piece to the conversation, but it is a necessary piece. They're so bad. They're so bad. Although it's also really fun, like, when your tank is totally healthy and you've got a bunch of fish in there, like, kinda worth it. Even though they're troublesome. Because you're like, your tank is full. And they're lovely little creatures. But that is, yeah, no, that's a valid point. I don't blame you whatsoever. They're really bad. That was a couple years ago. They were very chaotic. Free snacks. Free snacks. Although if you're my cat, everything's a free snack. Although he doesn't eat our fish because the tank is closed and he hasn't even thought about trying to get into it, so that's a good thing. Somehow I'm really scared he's gonna find out there are fish in there someday and it's gonna be a disaster. I think I'm just gonna do... just do all the skin on this layer. Yeah. Okay. It'll be easier. Let's go! Let's go! Yay! Yay! Should I use a bigger brush? Probably. It's fine. I don't want to have to go back with the eraser tool afterwards. It's so annoying. I'd rather just like, woo, now all the edges are filled in. From here I can just color like willy-nilly and fill it in. Not so bad. Doesn't take near as long. Yay! There's still pink around the edge of the base, and that is unforgivable. Horrid. Very, very terrible. I'm silly. Got Protect Alpha on and I'm trying to fill in gaps. Okay, I'm just gonna erase this part of the base. I'm probably gonna have to do that a lot around the hair. It's okay though. It's okay. We're getting there. Alright. Yay. Free snacks. Don't question it. No, you of all people would definitely not question it. You know exactly what that means. No, stop doing that. Little window popping up on can color. Very rude. Okay. For the earbuds themselves, I'm just going to color on top of the line art, so that's not something I'm going to worry about right now. In other words, I will get there when I get there. And I'm not getting there right now. The hair is not staying pink. It's gonna be brown. because I picked out the colors last time and I'm standing by them. That's the only reason. Also because this shade of pink is absolutely horrific. Picked it deliberately to make sure that I don't leave any spot uncolored because it hurts the eyes so bad. Yay. Okay. My mom got my cat a new toy today, and I swear he played with it for like at least 5 hours today alone. Basically non-stop. He loves it so much. It's just one of those like feathers on a stick. He loves it a lot, and it's very adorable. He's so chaotic, but it keeps him entertained. And that's a feat, because he gets bored so easily. That's like super cute. And he figured out how to pick it up, and so now he runs with the toy in his mouth, and then we'll drop it on your feet. It's kind of dangerous to try to play with him, because if you pick up the toy, he'll like jump for it, and then your hand is in danger. But it's worth it, I would say. I'd say it's pretty well worth it. Yay! I see a spot in the base coloring right here that I'm gonna have to get rid of so that I don't color something where there's not supposed to be anything. Yeah, this changed a lot from what the sketch was. So this is like the current line art, which I think is pretty decent. Generic face TM, but other than that, pretty decent. My sketch was a lot messier, and I think it looks a lot better now. And the anatomy makes way more sense. So I'm pretty happy with it. Cats have really short attention spans or obsessed with one thing for a solid day. Dante's a good mix of both. Dante's an excellent mix of both. The perfect example. Yeah, you said it's usually both at the same time, and I think he very well exemplifies that. For example, in the middle of the night, I'll be trying to sleep, and then I hear something making an absolute racket by digging around in, like, I've got a mini trash can. There's not very much in there, but he finds a way to make an absolute racket with it, and I try to ignore it because I don't want him to realize that wakes me up, because then he thinks that he gets food for waking me up, which he doesn't, but he's convinced that's what happens. So I try to ignore it, and he'll spend, I swear, 15 minutes making noise by scratching the side of the trash can. He has plenty of toys around the room, some of them even make sound if that's what he wants, but he picks the loudest possible thing. He's crazy. Very cute, but very crazy. But then if you try to play with him, he'll either play for non-stop, forever, for the rest of the day, or he'll play for 2 minutes and then just walk away. So sad. It's like, I took the time to play with you and you walk away. Although it's fun, it's really funny when he walks away because he usually takes the toy with him. He's like, okay, I'm done now, and he just takes it with him. Yeah, that's a fair assumption, by the way. The answer is yes. Also, literally every single inch is a scratching post, if you're not careful. Everything is a scratching post. Yeah, that's a completely fair assumption. Yeah, he's I swear, Dante's the sweetest. But he's also just slightly evil. As he should be. I respect that. But I never quite understand what he's looking for. Like, do you want to play for 3 hours nonstop? Or are you going to get bored within seconds if I try? To be fair, it's not seconds. I'd say his attention span is probably better than most people's. Like, I don't know. I'd give him a solid 1 minute attention span. And then if he's still interested, good. But if he's not, well, he probably isn't. I might put the hair layer underneath so that I don't have to worry so much about erasing things. Because I'm lazy. We're going with the dark brown color. Yay! I know it's not a very exciting color, but I like it. So boring color it is. Plus, the sooner I get the flats done, the sooner I get to shade, and that's definitely my favorite. Shading is just, like, fun. It's like time to cover the colors with more colors. I think that's good. No, why does this look like generic brand? It's fine. I'll accept it. Curse of only being able to draw generic looking. It's not that bad of a curse. Only slightly. I also drew the line art way too thick, which is unfortunate, but it's okay. It's okay from a distance. It's really not bad at all. Okay, time to erase parts of the base layer. For example, this right here. Gotta be really careful, but this right here. Goodbye. Let's see, what else? Well, I didn't want anything here. That's not terrible. But this is about the shape I was looking for. Erase something I didn't want to erase. Okay. That's a lot more like what I was actually looking for. Pink. Alright. Not so bad. Creature. Yeah, Dante is absolutely, like, creature. I don't know. In all senses of the word, he is creature. And instead of, like, he does meow, but mostly he just makes alien noises. And that's how he communicates. He's definitely a creature. Yeah, shading's just a lot of fun. I understand not doing it in comics, because that's a lot of work for every single frame. That's a lot of work. But that's why I like drawing just, single drawings that don't have anything else to them, because then I can shade without having to worry about keeping it consistent between pictures. Which is convenient. I just really enjoy shading. It's fun. Got a few different ways that I like to do it. I think this time I might try to shade like a normal person and not abuse my multiply layers. Yeah, Dante goes burr. But like, he doesn't just go burr. He has a different burr for basically everything he does. Like his burr when he jumps up on something and his burr when he jumps down from something, they're not the same. Or when he runs past you, or when he wants to play, or when he's hungry, these are all different burrs. Okay. There are the base colors. Yay! Yes, the background's looking bland. That's mostly deliberate, and if you're thinking the background's looking quite cold in comparison to our actual subject, that's also true. However, that's what the shading layer was for. It's a lot warmer than it might have looked. So I hope that helps a little bit in making it look less frigid. Let's see, what else? I'm trying to figure out what all these layers are. What is this? I don't even know what this is anymore. It was something at some point. I don't know. Well, if I don't see it, then away it goes. It's probably one of the sketch layers. Covered up. These are necessary. I should probably put them in a folder so I don't lose them. Let's make a folder. Grass. And I wasn't going to draw grass, and then I did anyway. I ended up having fun. I thought that was kind of cool. Like, I mean, it just like grass. Oops, something that was not grass ended up there. My bad. Okay. This is probably also grass. There we go. They look, I mean, it's just like grass. I changed some of the shading here. Instead of being a straight line across, you can see where it's like up and down on the grass itself. That's why it's a mess through there. Thought that looked kind of cool. It was actually quite fun to draw. And I don't usually like drawing grass, but it's just, you know, texture. And let's see, what else? This is lines for the bricks, which I should probably at least partially render in. Lines for the bricks. Yeah, I should partially render in at least the bricks in the front, and then the ones in the back I need to blur out a little because they are further away, and with less contrast as you move further back, it's also, you know, less defined, so I probably shouldn't have the lines so clear back there. Let's see. There's a solid color background, which I'm just gonna... Wee, that was not exactly selecting what I wanted. Select tool. It's being laggy. I don't think my line is perfectly straight across up here either, because I kind of eyeballed it, but it's close. You pick a bluish. We're just gonna pick this gray. It's blue enough. It's way darker. Oops. No! That's not really the color I wanted. Never mind. We're gonna pick yellow, because that makes sense. It doesn't have to make sense. Alright. Oh, that looks like warm. I kind of like it. I just like drawing. I wish there were some deeper meaning to it, but I just enjoy it. It's a fun process. There's a lot to it. I get to learn new techniques. It's just a hobby, and it's one that I really enjoy. And I like the fact that other people enjoy it too. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, I wish I could be like, yeah, financially ambitions, but no, I would not be adding much value to the market. And it's definitely something that I just do because I have thumbs. Yeah, I joke about paws, but clearly I have thumbs. No, never mind. I'm smacking my paws on the screen violently, and it's toe beans. Instead of finger painting, you just like put a different color on each toe bean, and you just go like colors. Perfect. It's definitely just because I like it. Everything is self-indulgent art. It's just like, this is what I want, and so I'm going to make it now. If I don't see a reason not to, you know, I might as well do it. And honestly, even though I stutter on my words in conversation, I don't like writing, but I do have a pretty good sense of descriptors and being able to describe a scene. So yeah, don't you wish your toe beans could be used to do finger painting? Paw painting? That does not sound like... That sounds more like putting ink on an animal's paw and then having them like touch a piece of paper and then you get a paw print, like a perfect paw print. That's not at all what I'm saying. But yeah, I do actually... I can't write plots, but I can write a scene. So as such, I wouldn't say that drawing's a replacement for that. If anything, I just enjoy it. So it's just a thing I do to, I guess, augment it. It's like, I might as well. I can add more to this. If I'm thinking it, then I can add more to it. I don't know if you can see my menus for like filters and stuff, but I'm gonna try a lens blur on the background so that the color of the sky makes more sense. Let's go! Woohoo! It takes a bit for the effect to actually load. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Now it's gonna take a while to load it. It's, yeah, while it renders that, I can't actually draw on top of it because it will mess it up. So now I must be patient. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. I believe in you. It's almost there. Yes, okay. Well, once that's done, I guess I'll try to work on rendering the bricks, and then I'll actually shade our person. I just enjoy drawing. I do not like drawing backgrounds, but it's a necessity here, so I'll do it first so that I can get it out of the way. Let's go. I guess I'll put it above this and below the brick lines. This is my folder for the brick color. Yay! 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 Whee! It's great. Everything is great. I wonder if I should leave the shading on so that I have a sense of what it's all going to look like together, or if I should turn it off. I'll work with it on for now. I think I want texture, so I'm going to use this. It's rough. Really, really rough looking. Should I just... That's a little... Nah, okay. So all of these will be shaded, but I still want to show the texture of the brick. So I think if I make this a little smaller, I can actually add the edges of them in. This is gonna be work. I'm just gonna do it as fast as possible. Start over here. Yay. So I know the light is from way over here. So I need to keep that in mind as I color these. we're gonna say that these bricks are, they go down in the center. So it'll look a bit like this. Since the side away from the light, this way, will be actually like lit. This side will be lit because this side it's going inward. If that doesn't make sense, sorry. I feel like I know what I'm trying to say. Concave brick. And I also need, even though the shadow is going to be over here on the other side of the person, there is still going to be some shading that's visible from this side as well. This person is not shiny. We're not going to be seeing light coming around from the other side. Not when you're lying on the ground. Now, if they were like floating in the air, on the other hand, it'd be a different story. Memes with bizarre context, absolutely, and now I'm definitely curious. Got a little bit of lag right now. Let's hang in there. But no, like, absolutely. Sometimes, I mean, memes are already, most of them are surreal now, and some of them just aren't even, like, they're surreal to the point where they're just not funny anymore. But sometimes there's a meme that, like, it's surreal, and then you see the context, and then you're like, how and why did somebody think this up? Like, why do people's brains work like this? That's how it feels sometimes. It's almost impressive how extended memes can get. Some are self-explanatory, but some it's just like, how did we get to this point? No light on that side, because he's sitting on top of it. 1 second. Sorry. Remind me, cat litter. I'm gonna write this with the pen that I knocked off of my desk. Okay. Cat litter. Yay. Okay. I have written it so I do not forget. Yeah, I can't allow links because that's how I get a bunch of spam. Go do your paper. Do your best. Do your best. I believe in you, but like, tell me it's not due in 40 minutes, because that's just not good. Do your best, okay? I believe in you, even if it is due in 40 minutes. All right. Yeah, this doesn't look bad. Alright, I'm just trying to get like all the spots where you would not have an immense amount of light coming through. Okay. These I'm just gonna briefly I gotta get these. Concave brick. We're getting there. Return of my sister going blah, blah, blah. Beautiful, wonderful. I think I need a smaller brush. I might just need to switch to an airbrush so that it's softer. I'll be blurring it anyway, it'll be okay. Alright, we are almost there. Hey! Yeah, kitty litter. It's important though, so it must be done. Wait, okay. So now alright. First, the color of the ones on the back needs to gradually become lighter so that they blend in a little more with the background. I don't feel like that was exactly what I wanted. It was really close, but not quite. Okay, there we go. Though it's a little softer in the back. And now I'll blur it. So really far back make it blurred. Just didn't look the way I was expecting. That's probably why. A little too much lag. Okay. Yeah, that's about right. It's close. It's close. These I still need to be pretty well defined because they're well lit and not super far. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's see. Vampire crabs, morning geckos. I do not know what this means. I have lost the context. I got lost in the, well, I was gonna say sauce, but there was absolutely no sauce here. I got lost in the shading of the background. My bad. Well, now I'm gonna look up vampire crabs, but I don't really know anything about them. So forgive me. Dang, they are pretty. It looks like there's just one species and then several different, I was gonna say varieties, but they are not plants. I guess breeds. They're really pretty. Like, wow. They're just like bright. That's really cool. It's for morning geckos. I gotta know. Cute. Very cute. I love geckos. They're just so cute. All right. Where'd my pen go? Where is it? Where did it go? There it is. Sorry, I know I keep like redoing these, but they do need to have more contrast than they've got. I can probably fix that by just adding some highlights on the other side of them, but okay. So I'd say that's pretty good for the shading of those. For highlights, I'll just pick the yellow color and do the same thing but on the other side, and only for the ones that aren't heavily shaded. I think that's pretty important. Ah, right, shiny. Wonderful, just what everybody wanted. Well lit bricks. Not incredibly cool, but you know, they exist now. It's a tiny bit cool. It's a tiny bit cool. Yeah, the dark purple ones, they're beautiful. Thank you. I'm gonna go off with the shading. It's my favorite, even if I don't like drawing backgrounds. The shading doesn't deserve to suffer just because I don't like drawing backgrounds. It's just not fun. Alright, you were looking at failed project number 2. You know what? I believe in you. Do your best, okay? No matter what you end up doing. I hope it works out. Cause, yeah, it's I don't know. People are always like, oh, take care of, you know, like fish or have an aquarium. It's easy, and it's not. It's not. That's a lot of hard work. So I hope that goes well. Okay. do I keep adding to the background because I know that I probably should, or just a little, because I still didn't put any shading behind the grass, and there does need to be shading there. I'm lazy. I don't want to. But I'll do it anyway. I'll put it behind the other layer though, so I don't mess anything up. Let's go! Yay! It'll be on this side of the grass. Actually, I could probably just, like... It'll be on this side because the light's coming from the other side. Wow! Amazing, right? Really, just amazing. Cool. Where is... I know I'm using the blur tool, and I don't usually do that, but I also don't usually draw pictures with the sense of... Not a sense of perspective, because I do that, but with so much depth to them, because I usually don't draw things that are outside. Therefore, the blur tool has become my friend. That was too much. Okay, I think that's pretty decent. It's alright. Okay. So now we have a background. Some coloring in the background. Is that like... Do I have dirt on my screen? Or is there shading up there? Oh boy. Better not be shading up there. What's going on? There probably is. This is so sad. Yeah, that's not a great sign. Where is that? Where is that located? In the grass layer. But where? Looks like some of it's here. Grass up in the sky. That's what everybody wanted. Actually, no. In a different context, that'd be kind of awesome though, like just like floating gardens. I kind of do want that. It's not in my drawing. I don't want that. Annoying. More background to draw. Disgusting. Okay. It's from my shading layer for the grass. Yeah, that's... I would assume from the fact that the last two are the last two projects and that one is the last failed project, I would assume that that one didn't go as well as the others, but it's pretty cool that you've had some that have come out well. Maybe you will be able to fix it. That would be pretty awesome. Or at least reuse. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's about as much as I can do for the background before I lose my mind. Oh, I haven't even mirrored it. Wow! This picture, it's so sideways. Not near as bad as I was expecting. It's looking pretty good, actually. It's looking pretty okay. I'm quite pleased. Usually I flip it, but I'm like, oh, that was just terrible. Why did this happen to me? But it's okay. It's alright. It's cool. Looks alright. It's good. We're on the right track. It's looking pretty good. Yeah, I'm turning that to a normal layer so that I can clip things on top of it. Because now I can draw on top of the entire thing. Oh, that was just over the line art though, because I clipped it to the wrong folder. Never mind. My apologies. Wait, no. Yeah, that was the wrong layer. I'm silly. So many layers. So many layers. Okay, the color's going in here. A bit scared that when I move it, it's gonna lose the clipping, so if it suddenly looks like a monstrosity, you know what happened. We're good, yay! Scary. Oh, one of these is on the wrong layer. Oh my goodness. Honestly, whatever. Wait, no, I can't whatever. So that means that it's here somewhere. It is. Let's find it. There it is. You are not allowed to be there. It's off limits. Much better. So it's gonna mess up my shading if I don't get rid of it. With no concern for direction, well, you could draw with no background, or just like draw without thinking about it. But in my defense, I had concern for the direction, but my concern was during my thumbnailing several weeks ago. So that's where my concern was. No longer applicable concern. More importantly, it looks about the way that I wanted, so I'm pretty happy with it. I'll definitely be adding more shadows around the actual person, but not yet. We'll get there. For now, I actually want to color the person. I think that'll be way more fun. Yeah, I started by thumbnailing and picked the direction based on that and then adjusted it slightly. I'm pretty happy with it. It's like the sense of balance is a little off from where I wanted it, but that's okay. Honestly, adds to it. More dramatic. I love some drama. Okay. Am I gonna color normally? No, I'm not gonna do what I normally do. So what I normally do is like this. I'll have a multiply layer, and I set it to clipping, and then I pick the color that I used to multiply, which will be this yellow color. And then I'd be like, oh, this part would be dark, so I use it here. Like everything that's supposed to be dark, I would use. I'm just doing it like super fast to show how it works. technically this wouldn't be the part that's dark, and I'm paying absolutely no attention to where the lighting is. But, like, yeah, so that's the idea, because it's like really fast and convenient and it usually looks pretty good. But instead of doing it this time, I think I'm gonna actually draw decently, even though that's not as fun. Not that there's any problem with multiply layer. Not correct. I don't mean that. It's not the issue at all. But I can use really cool, like, paint brushes and add texture to things if I just draw on the actual layer. Sometimes I'll probably end up doing that with this picture, where I'll use a combination. I'll draw using the actual layers, and then I'll use multiply layers to deepen the effect, and that's probably what I'll do. Cause it's fun. It's more fun that way. So we're gonna start with the shoes. Yay! They honestly are not gonna get too much added to them because they are deep in the shadow. I'm gonna use a watercolor brush. I'll use this one because it blends a lot. Flip the picture back over. So the light might be on that side, but it's actually coming from this side. The only reason that the light's on this side is because this part is blocked by a shadow of an object that's way over here. Off screen. Therefore, the actual shading, dark shading, would be on the back, so the light would be on the front. Also texture, way more fun to add. I can't add too much, because it is still, like, this is still in the shadow, so the contrast isn't going to be as much. And multiply layers, like, naturally add more contrast to things, so I need to be really careful. However, this is up in the air, so we'll give it a little light around the edges. Likewise, this is up in the air. Okay. And now, we'll make some parts of it a little darker. I just think this part's really fun. It's the best part. It's like time to actually add dimension, yay! All the dimension that I lost while putting the flats down, I can bring it back now. Oh, that's the wrong color. If I do that, it'll definitely throw it off. I've got the colors marked by how much they are used. That's what the different sizes are for, as well as showing like what's used shade which color. I feel like it helps a lot with using them as intended and not forgetting between when I draw and when I'm actually coloring. These are shoes. Mostly. They're mostly shoes. The pants, because I've got that big spot in the middle that you can't see, but it's still technically there. It might be a bit of a pain to color, but it's still going to be fun. Walking on walls. Yay, thank you, I'm glad the colors look nice. Yeah, bugs and lizards, they can just walk wherever they want. Like, imagine. Maybe a lizard could draw with no attention to direction. That would be kind of awesome. Okay. Yeah, no, sorry, the mental image of a guy just like walking around on the ceiling. That'd be kind of freaky. You know, that would not be okay. I'd be a little concerned that like the forces of physics have been messed up. You know? Like the laws of physics have been broken. The forces of nature have been denied. It's always walking on walls hours when you're nocturnal and it's, you know, nighttime. That's what's happening. No, just kidding. Lizards. Oh, if that's what you meant by no direction, well, I wanted to draw something and so I like thumbnailed it, and since I used to draw using visuals, I know just from the feeling of how to draw something. Not that I'm like really good, but it's just like I can draw something real quick and then correct it as I go, and then I get what I want. Does that make any sense? Does that make any sense at all? It's like you use visuals and then you learn to draw, that way next time you don't need the visual as much. And since I'm drawing in an anime style, I didn't bother with actual references, but if that's what you meant. Otherwise, I probably misunderstood. My apologies. Alright, pants. Let's go. So the pants, I think I picked like a neutral gray, but I don't know if I want to shade it with the neutral colors. I think that'd look kind of gross. So the wonderful thing is I can try whatever colors I want and correct it later. Yeah. Like, if this is darker, yay! Yay. Although I probably shouldn't use so much color in the shadows. It's not realistic, but personally, I think it looks good, so I don't care. Also, just like studying colors a lot helps. It's not something I've gotten to do formally, but in my free time, you know? It's fun. Let's go. It's going... Honestly, this is going really well. I'm really happy with how it's coming out. Yay. Also, draw using references. It's good practice. Very good. Very, very good. I mean, good practice isn't a good habit to have. Okay, so that was not the color that was there, and instead I've confused the colors completely. Wonderful. I bet it was actually this much lighter color. Wait, is that not the color it clicked? Oh my goodness. How confusing. What color did I use? It's fine. We'll make it work. As for shading, if you just think about the shape of the object and like the direction the light's coming from, the rest of it kind of falls into place. It's also just really fun. Using references makes life so much easier, and your drawings will just come out like you'll be like, wow, I wasn't able to draw this before, and now I can. On the other hand, trying to find references is the kind of thing that sends me into like a 3-hour procrastination loop as I like search for just the right references. So that's why I avoided it this time, but like, it's good to use references. Things come out a lot better. But for, I'd say most mediums of art, if you use a reference, it's gonna come out way better. I even used a reference while I was rigging. I went, okay, what do faces look like when they turn? And I used, like, I saw photos and I was like, I can make this work. If I do this, I get texture, yay. Maybe not quite the way I want it, but you know. It's gonna work. I'm gonna make this work. This is not so bad. Yay. That's really not bad. Actually happy. Okay. Sorry for the silence. I'm getting into the shading zone. The shading zone. Pants. The difference between this brush and the other one's the amount of blending, by the way. This is the watercolor brush and the other one's watercolor wet, which blends more, and this one blends less, so I can use it for sharper edges. Oh. Cool. I'd say that's looking pretty good. Oh, okay, so you use references to like draw that exact object. I guess I use it more like, let's say that I'm having trouble drawing a smartphone. Or I can't remember the details of what a smartphone would look like. Now, that's a bad example because they're really basic, they're just like rectangle. But at that point, I would look up a reference of a smartphone and be like, oh, this is what it looks like, this is where the camera is, this is where the volume buttons are. And then I'd be able to translate that into my drawing. Or if I want to draw eyes, I'd like, but I can't remember how colors work inside of the eye. Then I would look up an eye and look at the colors in it. And by doing that, you're definitely learning to draw better, but you don't have to rely completely on matching the object exactly. It is really fun to make things up. It's just fun. It's like time to just invent something just because. Of course I wouldn't know what a smartphone looks like. Cat brain too small. Yeah. References are important, but also not very fun. Okay, I'm gonna move on from the pants for now. Time to get to the shirt, and this is gonna be a little more complicated because half of it's lit and half of it isn't, but that's okay. That's alright. It's just gonna make the colors more interesting, you know? It's gonna be more interesting. Let's go! Color! Wee! And that's the problem with the multiply layers. I told you it changes the contrast a lot. And case in point, the contrast was definitely changed. Okay, time to use this brush. Everything blend. Yeah. It's gonna be a little darker. It's gonna be a little lighter. This is definitely gonna be darker because it's right next to the arm. All of this is darker. Arms are in the way. This is darker just because it is. You know what? Yeah. Okay. Starting over. So what's lighter and why? This would be lighter because it's actually in the direction of the light. That's a pretty good reason that something would be lighter. Likewise, the shoulder as well, even though it's within shadow. It's up front, so the contrast is allowed to be really noticeable. This would be lighter because it's also towards the light. Whoops. Now I use the sharper brush to correct, because there's a lot of contrast when you're this far up front. I think it's looking pretty good. And just around the edges, because this is raised off the ground. We're getting a little light around this side, yay! And this gets quite a bit. It's really difficult to do. Just put my second color as the darker color, so it's a little easier. Alright. I might need another shade for actually shading it, making it a little darker. I'll try to use this. I feel like that works pretty well. Do toe beans work for phone and fingerprint scanners? Well, not for the fingerprint scanner, but they do work for navigating the actual phone. That is my answer. However, I do have thumbs. I do not have toe beans. But if Dante has anything to say, he knows. He speaks the truth, that the fingerprint scanners say no, but the screen says yes. Red shading color just doesn't look good there, so. It's a little better. Wow, way too dark. Okay. No, I do actually need to shade over here. Because we're on the ground. Imagine being on the ground. How silly. Couldn't be me. It's not like a cat's ever sat on the ground. No, cats always find the tallest places to perch. Look down on you, pathetic humans. Yeah, this is going pretty well. Pretty well. Look, really tiny. Yay. I accidentally covered over these, so now they're coming back. Oh, that should actually be shaded in there. I'll get there. Get there when I get there. Okay, it's looking all right. It's looking okay. It's a weird color. It's like off red, almost red. It's okay. Okay, that's a shirt. No, that's okay. Sometimes it's just chill time, vibe time. But interesting questions, they're definitely appreciated, but don't feel like stressed to ask them. They'll come up eventually. It's a vibe time now. I think I'll go back with a multiply layer once I'm done doing the shading by hand like this to add a little more like texture, because right now everything is practically the same texture with a few differences, like very small differences. So I'll be able to differentiate between the textures of the materials a little better once I add the other layer on top. I'll try to keep it subtle, but I do want it to exist. We're getting there though. I think it's looking pretty good. It's looking all right. Phone. The hair is my favorite part to shade. I think that's always very fun. I can't wait to do that. The phone I am just gonna do monochrome because that's gonna keep it cold looking. That's what I want. It's cold. Everything else is warm. It's fine though. Get a little smaller. Come on, we can do this. No, I meant for that to be a shadow from where the hands are, but instead it looks like my old computer. There was the one where the hard disk like said no recently. That one. Hard drive said goodbye. It was very sad. It's working right now, but I don't know for how much longer. So I backed up what I needed. A lot less stressful when I actually have what I need. Anyway, like it's this gray color, very similar to the unshaded part of the phone, and it's darkened
from where my palms rest when I'm typing, and it's so nasty. The poor thing, it's been through so much. It's just gross. So that's what that looks like. Ooh, my lore having a custom afterlife. A little bit. But it's definitely true, because it's like, well, you might be a cat, a person, or a cat person. And then, in your next life, assuming that you are a cat at heart, you may be a cat, a person, or a cat person. You get 9 lives. There are some unlucky people out there who spend all 9 of them as humans. I mean, like, how ridiculous is that? That would be so sad. Couldn't be me. Favorite color combos. I have strong feelings about this. I'm opening up a second window right now so that I can show you. Give me it, just a moment. Very important. Okay, favorite color combos. First one that comes to mind, I really need to reset all the settings so I can use these normally. It's okay. Very good, top tier color combo. Just, like, good content. That right there. Let's see. Mint colors are just top tier colors. Yeah, that's a top tier color by itself. Top tier. Very good. Spicy. Let's see what else. Spicy. These are top tier. Very good. So these are probably my favorites. Strawberry banana yogurt, absolutely. Mint colors, absolutely. And then because edgelord, yogurt. Yogurt. If it makes you feel any better, my brain auto-corrected it. And I just kind of accepted it. Okay, so this is what I thought you typed, and so I just rolled with it. But no. It's fine. Alright, we're done with the color combos. I need to save before terrible things happen. It's gonna take a little bit though. Yogurt. It's okay. It's okay. I knew what it meant. And yes, strawberry banana yogurt. Or return of strawberry lemonade. Always a top tier color. Alright. I'm gonna get back to actually shading this now. I need to make the phone shiny, which is annoying, but it must happen. Let's go. It's so shiny. Actually, I'm gonna select colors from around it first and then add shine to it. I just think it'll look better. A little more complicated, but probably worth it. Okay, so it is a little more complicated, but I just think this is the right way. Yeah. Well, now it just looks like color bleed, which I do like doing, but I'll be doing that later. So I need to add some colors from everything else that's around it too, huh? Cool. Okay. Now I can get back to adding the shading. I just think that'll make it look better. Oh, no, I didn't mean to. Apologizing as I color wrong. Cool. I have a super... I don't even know, is it old? Or does just nobody play it? I don't know, it's a gent song. I don't know, it's stuck in my head. Very sad. Sad. Yogurt. Is that what southern accents sound like to northerners? Do we just sound like yogurt? Yogurt. I imagine that's how it sounds. It's like... No, that's as far as I'm going with that. Yogurt. Ah, I forgot to color the inside of the sleeve. I'm gonna do that really quick. Please don't mind. Don't mind me. It's very important. Okay. It's looking like a phone. Debatably. I already have this color selected. I'm silly. Bill, actually make it come from the direction that the light's coming from. Fake directional blur. Cool. That makes so much sense. Logic. Shading logic. Okay, kind of looks like something. Just a little bit. It actually looks pretty good. It's okay. Okay, I guess I can move on from the phone. Should I do the skin first or the hair? It's a hard choice. I guess I'll go in order and do the hair. And then I'll come back to the hair because it's my favorite part. saving it for last, but I can't because I need it to logically finish. It's okay. I'll make it work. I'll zoom out and get my colors. No, my colors are so far. They're so far. Light color. Dark color. It's gonna be darker than the shoes, lighter than the pants. Pretty similar coloring, but not the same. It's so dark. I'll have to be really gentle with how I color with it then. So I don't make it too dark, but it's okay. It'll be fine. Ear. Okay. But the direction the light's from means basically everything that's not in the front is gonna be shaded to some degree, which is a bit unusual, but I think it'll be okay. I'll just have to remember to reduce the contrast with the background. Yeah, the further away from the camera, which is us, we are the camera. The further away from us it is, the more that I must reduce the contrast, but it's okay. Especially since this part's so close to the front, I don't think I should worry about it too much. Plus, it's fun to be dramatic. Yogurt, yogurt. It's fine. It's fine. No, it's not. It's not fine. It's not fine. How could I ever say that this was fine? Okay, big brush for the back, smaller brush for the front. Okay, it's actually going. It's going. How's it going? It's going. I kind of like it. The stuff. I'm about to make some of it just look shiny. Yes. I think that's a necessity. Let's just use an actual pen. Why not? Maybe a smaller actual pen. Then I can get a really, really sharp contrast on the stuff that's in the front. That's in shadow, I forgot. Probably have to draw on top of everything in some normal layers to get these to actually stand out. Because since they're under the multiply layer, they're automatically dark, basically. It messes with the colors a little too, but it's okay. It's okay. Oh boy. My cat's committing crimes. Why is he always committing crimes? I mean, I'm a menace too, but he takes it to a whole other level. It's impressive. He's perfected the art of crime. Nope. Okay. That's starting to be hair. See? I think it's looking all right. I'm sorry, but the spelling mistake, it's just... There were too many opportunities for me to bring it up again. And it's very good, and it's gonna be stuck in my brain. Oh no. Speaking of stuck, when I was very, very, very young, I was trying to eat yogurt out of one of those little yogurt cups, you know, like the really small, like single serving yogurt cups. And for some reason, I scooped in the yogurt cup so hard that the spoon got stuck in the side of the yogurt cup, and so I pressed down on the spoon to try to, you know, free it. My teeny tiny brain didn't realize that I turned the spoon into a yogurt launcher. Well, that yogurt was launched. It got stuck to the ceiling. My parents swore I did it on purpose, but no, I still think about that yogurt on that ceiling. I just wanted to eat it. That was so terrible. So that's yog hurt. It hurt. Bribing me with yogurt might work. That could in fact work. I do quite like yogurt. Yogurt. You could bribe me with some yogurt and I might let this crime slide. Weaponized Gert indeed, but the only thing it harmed was the ceiling and my ego. Alright, I'm gonna actually highlight the hair. It does look shaded, but I can do better. Oops, I already had that color selected, but it's okay. What are we thinking? Looking okay? I think honestly, it's looking pretty good. It's a bit bright, but I really need to use that color to bring this all together, so I'll be careful with it. Yogurt. Alright, Time to blend it, yay! I don't think I like it. I might just undo it. I'll have to check it out from a distance, but I might undo it. I don't like it. Let's go. Go away. Okay. Oh, great. I think this is going quite well this time. That looks better. Looks a lot better. Ooh, okay. Oh boy. When I hear yelling, I know my cat is committing evil. And that's often. I'm glad it looks good, yay! Yes, the forbidden ceiling yogurt, I swear, that is forbidden. I should hope it's not still on that ceiling. That was like 16 years ago. It's definitely a hidden snack for whoever may find it. Okay. Looks pretty good, except I blended out something I didn't mean to. Oh wait, I still have the color selected. Okay. Oops. And this does need to be lighter around the edges. I think I'll pick this color instead. Yay! Okay, I think that's exactly the color I wanted. Lighter than the pants and darker than the shoes. Plus texture. I think that's basically what I wanted. No, you're right, like that would be a pretty cool way of promoing, but it's fine. I think it's better this way, especially since I don't have my newest stuff there. be a little embarrassing. It's old, so much old stuff. Especially since I've got like 6 new things that are almost ready. So it'll wait. It'll wait. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. I'm just gonna add a little more shading behind the actual person now. Dang, I didn't even think about actually having something on the screen. I totally small-brained. Minuscule cat brain. I actually need to shade the actual person. I forgot about that. Sorry, person. Almost forgot. I'm gonna shade around the fingers, yay! Shading around the fingers. Actually having to shade the hand, disgusting. Not a fan. I'll just have to get everything else too, so I should probably do that now before I forget. Okay. Yay! Just shade around the hair too. Well, that's fun. Okay. I just need to shade around. It's a little difficult to shade over here because I need it to be darker, but like a little bit. Yeah, I think that'll do. Highlights? Yeah, it's time. I'm glad it looks good. Some parts of it are clearly lit because they're like closer to the front. Or like facing the direction of light. So those are the parts that'll be clearly lit. Everything else is dubiously lit. Some of it'll look better from a distance too. Recommended viewing, not this close up.
Okay, we're getting there. It's looking pretty good. Yay! I forgot to do highlights on the face. Kind of important. We're getting there. We're getting there. I'm gonna use a very, very small brush. Just won't bother with trying to shade around the mouth. A little bit. Bother a tiny bit. The eyes are really important. Okay, and I need the shading color back. Yeah, honestly, not bad. I do think it's looking pretty good. Oh no! Okay. You can't see it, probably, but I was saying oh no because the menu popped up. Looking pretty good. Yeah. Spicy. Yeah, shading's like my favorite. Now the very far background is just like a random color I picked because it's the same as the highlight on the skin tone. So it's really just sky, but it happens to be yellow. If I close out the palette, it'll probably make a little more sense. Well, there it is. Okay. Because it's actually the same color as the highlight on the skin tone.
It's sand now. You know what? It's sand now. I didn't have a blue color, and the gray that I used for the phone, even though that is the bluest color I have, was just too dark. And I didn't want to get an entire blue color just for the background, because that would be distracting. I still need to do the headphone wire, and the shadow for the headphone wire, I just completely forgot about it. So, honestly, time to just use a multiply layer. No! Okay. My lines, I'll turn the blur back on. It's pretty cool. It's not very dark though. Oh, the blur is the yellow color instead, so it's like subtle, but it exists. I could set it to normal, so that's what the blur layer is. Yeah, I think that works. No, that's a good point. What was the closest thing before you watched VTubers? I'm trying to think. I guess like in movies where they do like 3D mapping, that's technically a 3D VTuber. Cursed comments. I don't know. I mean, really early on in cartoons, and then I guess PNG tubers have been around a long time, they just didn't call themselves that. There are plenty of streamers that only had pictures, drawings, and not their actual face, so I guess that might count. So it's I love shading, it's just so fun. I'm glad it looks good. It's just enjoyable. I am gonna use a multiply layer now. It's time. But first, it has its own layer. It deserves it. No. Wow, I'm sorry. Sorry. Okay. It's gonna be really hard to tell. It's okay. And if that's supposed to have tape on it, so I'll go back and add like a white. It's okay though. For now, it's okay. Yeah, I wonder, like, what was the VTuber before there were VTubers? I know people that even had, like, live 2D models, and VTubers just weren't, like, a thing, so they didn't use the name VTuber. But that's, I mean, that is technically still a VTuber.
Okay.
Sorry for leaning so far forward. It's like the gamer lean, except for drawing instead.
Looks pretty okay. You know, it's about all I can ask for. It looks okay. Wanted this to be like a tape.
As somebody who's broken so many headphones.
Yeah, okay, I think that's pretty good. It's just a transparency effect. Convenient. A man wearing a bunny suit.
The eyeshadow, I mean, that does work. Yeah, artists using PNGs. Before VTubers were really a thing, I talk about Utaite a lot, they're singers online. They all, before they showed their faces online, and now they're VTubers, but before that they just had like drawings. And that's about the closest it was. They just put up their icon, they'd be like, yeah, that's me. Like, okay, I guess it is. I guess that's definitely relatable. Let's see. Car into an anime girl on V-Roid. Now that is curious. That's definitely something that raises questions, but I'm fascinated. Okay, so one wasn't virtual, but was a fictional character. One was virtual and not a character, and one didn't really exist, is what I'm hearing. That's really interesting. Hey, that's cool though. I only started watching VTubers relatively recently because Utaite I was watching became VTubers, and I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. Little did I know, oh my goodness, little did I know at the time. I don't watch a lot of VTubers now. I watch my friends. They're cool. Some of them aren't VTubers, they're also cool. That's why we're friends, because they're all cool. Yeah, definitely uncharted territory. Okay, let's see, what else do I need? A little more shading behind the actual person and the headphone shading. 1 second, I'm stretching. Okay, stretching's important. And when I'm done with this, I'm cleaning the litter box. think this is actually looking pretty good. Like, honestly, it's kind of solid. So, yeah. Tick. Okay. Honestly, maybe I shouldn't have that clipped. I should just have it fix this. Yep. Because it's off of the person as well. It just needs to be under the lines. It's the important part. Ah! The color. Oops. Disaster. I didn't put highlights on the collarbones. This is preposterous. So important to me, and I didn't do it. But honestly, not bad. It's not too late. It's not too late for the collarbone highlights. I'm sorry. You must suffer through this. It's important. Critical to my health. Yeah, that went well. It does actually look pretty good. I do think I need to desaturate this a little. Just a little too orange. Cool. Yeah, so that's the power of a multiply layer. What is going on? Are you threatening each other? I would also be impressed if you were a bot at this point. I'd just be like, dang, that's a bot. That's impressive. I mean, unless... No, it would still be impressive. It would still be impressive. I was thinking, I mean, unless it only works because I'm like speaking, so it's just like taking speech and doing it speech to text, yes, and then taking that text and throwing it through like a chat bot. Like that would be, I mean, it would be okay. But no, I know that's not the case because if I don't say anything, there are still responses. Isn't that crazy? Confirmed. If you were a bot, you would be very impressive. Do you mean like the being impressed by bots logic? Honestly, I do apply that to real life. Like I just be like, oh, okay, impressive. Like it'd be like cool technology, but some of that might just be from being in a tech field. It doesn't scare me per se. It's just something to be aware of. Okay. Ugh, the window's stuck at the bottom. Go away. Okay, it's gone. Cool. Let's see. The hair's pretty shiny. I'm quite happy. How's it look? Okay, you know what? Not bad. We're good. We're pretty okay with how it's looking. That's okay. Okay, I'm done staring at it. Slightly bewildered. I can stop doing that now. Should actually put this, you know, the behind person layer should go behind the person. Where? Hey. Okay. So let's see. Just trying to think, like, where it's resting on the ground, it's not going to stretch quite as much because of the angle. Okay. Yeah. So it's not going to be a stretch where it's closer to the ground, but it's definitely going to be sharper. Yeah, okay, that's looking pretty good. So this is without it. This is with it. I think it makes a little more sense. And now I think I'm gonna add just little like highlights. Ooh, that's not what I meant to do. Okay. So a divide layer is the opposite of a multiply layer. Who would have guessed? So if I use like a pen here, if I use a pen here, this should show up a little better. Yeah. It does a little bit of lightning. Yep. Turing tests. CAPTCHAs. I see CAPTCHAs. Okay, let me see what's going on here. Yes, the whole world is a lie, in fact. There are robots among us, and you are one of them. Oh, cool, you're on a waitlist to actually test it? That's awesome. Yes, maybe Fucky is in fact an image to text AI. The opposite describes it. Now that would be a giant step forward in technology. That's something that people struggle a lot with actually trying to program. Yeah, of course that you would get to test it though. Yes, everyone get banned. You're all bots. All of you. Yeah. Okay. There's a drawing before you see it's on the screen. Click all the fire hydrants. How many fire hydrants are in this picture? Okay, I might be human. Well, I might be cat, but squiggly letters test though. Yogurt says that you can in fact not solve the squiggly letters test. Yeah, but no, like, Turing tests are kind of fun though. But really, it's not that the robot's passing, it's that you're failing. That's how a Turing test works. It's like, cool robot, but in fact, it's just like, for some reason, people just can't tell the difference. Anime hair highlights. Yogurt. It's okay though, spelling mistakes are quite human. Granted, I've seen AI make spelling mistakes and it's like, you're trying too hard. Yeah, highlights, shiny. Okay, and most importantly, I got this so that I can make these parts of the hair actually shine. Pretty cool. Well, yeah, this does look pretty cool. Let's see if I can full screen without ruining everything. I ruin everything. Looks pretty cool. Technically, don't you have to take a test and pass it to do, like, just about anything? Like, you open a website and they're like, CAPTCHA time. Technically, that's taking a test to use the service. Although maybe you're not taking it because you know that you'll fail it because you're a robot. Minecraft server voting mechanism and robot tests. I've only gotten Minecraft recently, so I can't say I know what that's like. Anti-robot, so sad. I think technically the perfect machine and perfect organism would be like the same, wouldn't they? But it depends on the specialization of the machine. And also organisms do grow to be in certain environments, so like a perfect machine that's supposed to be underwater and a perfect machine that's supposed to be above water, they wouldn't be the same, would they? Purple. That's my answer to your quick question. Although I love all those colors. All amazing. Actually, I'm gonna add that to my, yeah. Pink. Purple. Very good. Okay. Being able to be in a silly, goofy mood, it's true. That's a organism. It does make things more fun. Okay, well, you know, I could keep going for all eternity. Wait, no, there's something else that I need to do. Really, really quick. Before I sign off. The bricks. They're clear the whole way. They shouldn't be. Here's my blade brush. Here it is. Really goofy moods do make things more fun, you know? That's too blurry. Thanks. Also too blurry. Yeah. Honestly, pretty solid. Not bad. Get off the screen. Okay. Yeah, okay. I think... Is it too blurry? Is it too blurry? It might be. It's good. It's good. Perfect blurry. Yeah, I think that is the right amount of blurry. I guess that's it. There is more I could do. There's more that I thought of, but I think I'll adding some stuff to the foreground. I do have an idea, but I think I'll try to do that when it's not super late. I still have to do cat litter. Y'all need to sleep. Thanks for tagging along. It was like super fun. We're all probably not robots. Probably. So I think that's the answer to that. Unless yogurt was a typo made deliberately to seem human. Now that's something that we can't throw out the window just yet. We have to keep that in mind. It's a possibility. Okay. Well, that was fun. Productive. Looks pretty good. So thank you all. I'll see you all around. Y'all. No, you can't do that while I was signing out. Thank you. I'm glad it looks good. Is there a question mark in the thumbnail? It might be one from previously. I'll have to take a look. Because sometimes I upload a thumbnail and it's just like wrong. I'm glad it looks good. I'll have to check what's up with the question mark in the thumbnail. I thought there was an exclamation mark. But it might be showing the wrong thumbnail. Robots don't need sleep. However, y'all are probably not robots, so you need to sleep. Yes. Good night. Bye.